brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Watson off play action. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On second down, it's Walker. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle. Tight end.
There he goes left side. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with career touchdown number 75. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in Vegas. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The slot man in motion right. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And Devontae's going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Raiders had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 117 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did. Right? And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's Walker to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by Tyree Wilson. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the gun, it's Walker. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Watson now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. It's a big play there for Vegas. 49 yards. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. And that's a big miss. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flew from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Faking the give. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. And down he goes. Brought down the Raiders sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Here's Daniel Whelan now. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points. The ball comes out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 154 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Watson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Straight ahead, Walker. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Watson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Slot man moves right. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now back to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And it's fielded at the 34. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
No timeout.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Watson on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and the lead will stay put at 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On play action, they'll throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Jacobs going to try the middle. Down to about the 22 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Now Watson going to change the look here. To throw is Watson. Throwing on first down. He completes this to Walker. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion. But
back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. They work now on 2nd and 9. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The slot man in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down by a good 3 yards as they convert on 4th and 5. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Two yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Michael Mayer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Whoa, what happened there? No good. Off the crossbar, and it comes back. A very poor effort from PAT distance. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 3rd down and 13. Watson now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Seahawks.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and that should just about do it. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Pass complete. It's Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.